G'day everyone, I'm Ben. This is Counterfeit Christianity. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. Leave all your thoughts in the comment section. Check out the links in the description, but I'll talk about that at the end. I was just sitting in the gym this morning. I listen to lots of different people speak about lots of different things. It's fun. And sometimes I get ideas from what I hear, the way that people say things, the things that people think about and talk about. Sometimes I get ideas that pop into my mind around that. But what I was thinking about today, or what popped into my mind today, is that once you get on the way with our dad, the living God, then most of the things that you hear become ridiculous. It becomes silly. Like you hear it and I'm like, man, that is just so retarded. The stuff that they like worry about, think about, ponder about. I think some of these people who do the podcast, they understand and they are intentionally talking about junk just to keep this circus going in front of us. Have people talk about and worry about things that are lies, and they do that intentionally. Others are just caught up in the massive scam that is our world that we live in. Most of the things that we are taught, most of the things that they want us to know, they educate us on are all lies. Everything that they say about the place that we live, about our history, about our government, everything is a scam, everything is a lie. None of it's real. And that's what most of us talk about. We all talk about this dumb shit, and religion I'm going to put in there as well, because we talk about this stuff that's irrelevant. They get us having conversations about stuff and fighting over things that are not even real. And in religions, like Christianity is no different. It's actually the worst offender. Well, I've never been a part of any other religions, but I've seen a few. Like I lived in Thailand for a couple of decades and I've seen Buddhism in the place I lived in Thailand. There, towards the end, there was a lot of Islam coming in. And so I've seen how that works a little bit as well. And then I was a part of the Christian cult my whole life as a kid, even into my adulthood. It's been about a decade that I started on this journey with our dad, the living God, in conversational relationship, listening to him and doing what he says. With that, then you slowly but surely see what's bullshit and what's not. He leads you away from the lies. He shows you what's a massive scam and he leads us into good things. When we are with him daily, he shows us what's next. And I hear people talking all the time. I'm like, man, this is just a scam. You guys are just talking about stuff for the sake of it. It doesn't mean anything. So most of the stuff that I see now, I can't even listen to anymore. I guess that's fine. That's good because that helps me be more creative. I like listening to books and stuff like that. So if I find a topic that I'm really interested in, I'll listen to a book and I get a bunch of ideas about that. So that's what I do sometimes, but I still start listening to people. I'm like, oh, that's really interesting. What are you talking about? And then if it's good, then I'll keep going. And if it's not, then I'm like, what a waste of time. And in religious places, in Christianity, it's the exact same thing. They're talking about that stuff that has no meaning. Their theology, things that they think and the things that they believe, it has no meaning. It's all irrelevant because the living God's alive and we are designed to converse with him. And he is glad to be with every human being on this earth, no matter what. You don't have to think what they tell you to think in Christianity to be with him. He is glad to be with every single one of us on this earth, no matter what, right? All you have to do is want to be with him. That's it. Just want to be with him and he will be with you in the way that you need. That is the way that he is. He understands every single part of us and he will be with you in the way that you need him to be with you. When you go through the things that have happened to you in your life, he is the only one that knows about it. He's already seen it and he knows everything that you've felt around it. And it's just our job is to talk to him about it, right? And then he will free us from it and he will show us the way out and free us from this bullshit. I've spent a long time and I spend every single day just talking to him always. It's not like I sit down and pray because praying's dark magic incantations. It's not real. If you actually pray in a ritualistic way, it's not got anything to do with God. But when you just speak to him in the things that you want to speak to him about, you come on the way with him. And then he will free you from whatever's going on in your life. And he will show you what's good. And you just keep following him down on that journey into what is good and away from what is not. I have to keep saying this because people always leave the same comments. Well, how do you know you're listening to God? It's very simple. We all inherently know what is good and what is evil. And if we don't, that means you've been indoctrinated and traumatized and you believe the lies. You have to get back to your heart. And your heart is the only real thing with him. We are intentionally designed to be heart to heart with our dad and heart to heart with each other. And if you're in a religion and they tell you that your heart is evil, they're liars. They're liars, they're thieves, they're scoundrels. They want to separate you from the ability to be with him. If you think the Bible's God's word, you have been separated from the ability to be with him. Because it is not his word, it never was. You just believe what other men tell you to believe, and then you go into their hell. Listening to him is the only real thing. Listen to him and do what he says. He will speak to us in the way that we need it. And if you think the same things as a lot of different people, you have been told what to think. Because when we are with him, we converse with him, he will show us, and in his perspective, what is actually going on in this world. And he will show us what is real and what is fake. and then he will give us his wisdom. We'll slowly but surely adapt to who he is, instead of the way that we have adapted to the lies and the thieves of the ministers and the pastors that lied to us our whole lives, and these religious men who lie to us our whole lives. We became like them. But then when you're with him, that falls away and you become like our daddy. So that's what I wanted to share today. Nothing too deep, nothing too much. Just I want to be with him. And since I've been with him, everything seems crazy. Everything seems ridiculous. It's just like people babbling about stupid shit. It means nothing to me anymore. And it's the same as churches. I was talking to this person yesterday and they were saying, oh, we go to this church. I'm part of the leadership now and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. We're making decisions. And I'm like, man, that sounds shit. That sounds like such a shit place, a shit thing to be doing. Why are you worrying about dumb shit like that? It's because they're religious and they don't have him. They don't know what conversation with our dad is. And so they're stuck in these systems of liars, the liars and the thieves. And then they become that. Once you are indoctrinated, if you've been in it long enough, you become the indoctrinator. You will start doing it to other people and you will start being a liar and a thief. That's what happens when you're in these places. You'll smile and then underneath you'll hate it and you'll hate yourself. And then you'll make excuses. It's like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. I like it, but you don't like it. You think that you have to do it. The reason you are there is because you've been tricked into thinking that it's real and that God cares about that shit and that you're actually helping people. But no, you're just drawing people into more lies. It's just so systematic and heartless. It's the opposite of humanity. It's the opposite of being a son and daughter of the living God with vibrant life and joy. It's the exact opposite of that. But like always, this is my understanding. I don't know shit. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. Leave all your thoughts in the comment section. I really appreciate them. Check out the links in the description. If you want to jump on a Discord, that's there. Come and have some conversation. You can talk to, the group's getting kind of big now. You can have a conversation with anybody, or you can ask questions and leave your thoughts, whatever it is. If you're religious, you're not welcome. You'll just be kicked straight away. And then if you want to shoot me a donation, there's a link for that as well. If you want to listen to my music, there's links for that as well. Also, if you want to join one of my Zoom calls, go to my website, book a call. It's where we practice joy. We listen to our dad, come back to the group and share what he's talking to us about. And then we talk about real life. We talk about real things, things that are actually happening in our lives. Real stuff, not things of the past, not things of the future. Just talk about ourselves and what it's like to be with our dad. And thanks so much. And I'll see you next time. Bye.